Good morning, students. Today I will start some properties of sound. Okay, first property, loudness of sound. Okay, so before starting this, I am giving you some, showing you some figures. This is the first figure. This is the second figure. This is the third figure. This is the third figure. Okay, so now this is first, this is second, this is third. Now can you tell me what is the difference between these three figures? Can you tell me what is the difference between these three figures? Can you tell me? Okay, so what is the difference between these three figures? See, what did I say? In the previous class I have discussed that the maximum length or the maximum distance in one side by a wave is called displacement. Okay, it's called amplitude. Sorry, not displacement, amplitude. Maximum displacement in one side is called amplitude. So here that means that this is amplitude or this is amplitude. That means this height is called, that means this height here to here, this height is called amplitude, or this height is called also amplitude. Okay, because this is one side and this is another side. Suppose a pendulum, it can move in this side once and it can move in this side once also. So this is the maximum distance in this side and this is the maximum displacement in this side. So this is the amplitude, also this must be the amplitude. So this is one half and this is another half. So this is, if this half denotes this half, then this half must be this side. Clear? And this is the amplitude. So here this height must be the amplitude. So you see here height is this, here height, this amount is height, here amount is this amount, but here height is that this amount. So what is the difference between these three figures? Here see, heights are different. That means amplitudes are different. Clear? You can say from this figure we can say amplitudes are different. Okay, so what is loudness? Loudness is determined by the amplitude. Loudness is determined by this amplitude. Clear? That means loudness is the property which depends on amplitude of the sound wave, That means loudness is the property of the sound which depends on the amplitude. That means sound produce loudness of this sound must be greater than this, and above then 1 and 2, the sound number 3 has the maximum loudness because amplitude is maximum. So if amplitude increases, then loudness increases. Upward sign means increase sign. Okay, and if amplitude is very small, then loudness very small. That means sound is very low. Okay, that means sound is very faint. Clear? So loudness is the property that depends on the amplitude of the wave, and different amplitude, the sounds of different amplitude have different loudness. And one thing you remember, if amplitude increases, then the loudness increases. That means if a sound wave has large amplitude, then the sound is very loud, and if the wave has very low amplitude, then the sound is very faint. Clear? Okay, so clear what is loudness. Now you know, we can hear the sound. If we very closer to the source, then we can hear the sound very clear. But if we move away from the source, then the sound fades out, right? That means when you are very closer to the sound wave, then the sound is louder, but if you move away from the source, then sound which can hear fades out. Okay, that means it less louder, and once it fade out. Okay, so why does this happen, you know? Okay. Okay. Okay, so, so what did I say? When we very closer to the sound source, then we can listen or hear the sound very clearly or very loud sound. But when we move away from the sound, then the sound become very low loud, and at a time it fades out. Okay, right? So why does this happen? Why sound fade out when we move away from the sound, away from the source, that is, when you move away from the source, sound become fade out. Why? Listen, before I have discussed how the sound wave is how sound wave propagate. Sound wave is propagated by the vibration of the molecule. That means if this molecule vibrate, this one molecule start to vibrate, and this molecule passes the energy to the adjacent adjacent molecule. In this way, the sound wave can vibrate. Okay. So when particles move, it loses energy. It loses energy. Okay. Understand? While when the particle move and vibrate and it collide with adjacent molecule, then it lose some energy. Okay. So so when it moves, or when wave moves, then energy decreases. Then the energy of the vibrating particles decreases. That means energy of the vibrating particles decreases. Clear? So I have discussed before that how sound wave can produce. Sound wave can produce by the vibration. So by one molecule start to vibrate and it collide with the another molecule or another particle and give some energy. Okay, this way this vibration go on, and it passes the energy to the adjacent molecule. It passes the energy to the adjacent particle. Okay, so in this way, when this vibrate and gives some energy to the other molecule or particles, then it loses energy. Okay, and energy of the vibrating particle decreases gradually. Okay, so as the energy decreases, then amplitude decreases. Amplitude of the particles decreases. Amplitude of the particle decreases. So when it move further, then it become very weaker. Okay, then it become weaker gradually, and after some time it fades out. Clear? Why sound fades out? Because when particle moves, they collide or vibrate, they vibrate and collide with the adjacent molecules, and when they collide with other molecules, in this way they propagate, and gradually energy of the molecules or of the particles decreases. Energy decreases. Suppose you are moving, so after going some distance you will be very tired, because why? Our energy become very low. So similarly, when one molecule vibrate and it collide with other molecule and gives some energy, and this molecule again gives some energy to the other molecule, and again this molecule gives some energy, not the whole part of the energy, some most of the part of the energy given. Similarly, in this way the sound wave move, and when it passes the energy to the adjacent molecules or adjacent particle, then it loses its energy. It loses energy. Okay. So as a result, amplitude of the particle decreases. So as amplitude of the particle decreases, then the sound wave or sound become very weaker, and at a time it fades out. So as amplitude decreases, so we can say loudness decreases. Amplitude decreases means loudness decreases. Clear? And loudness decreases means the sound become very low or faint. Sound become very faint gradually. So that's in this way. That means in this way, that's why sound fades out. After traveling a certain distance. Clear? Why? Because it loses energy when they move. Because they vibrate and gives some energy to the adjacent particles. So in this way, it loses energy and amplitude of the particles decreases. So we know loudness is the property which depend on the amplitude. So as amplitude decreases, so loudness decreases, so that we can hear the sound very low when we move away from the sound, and at a time it fades out. So clear? So we can say the distance traveled by the sound depend on loudness. Distance covered depends on loudness. Clear? So distance covered depend on loudness. That means when the loudness is very high, then the amplitude very high. Amplitude high means energy high. So if a particle have more energy, then it can travel large distance. Clear? So we can say distance covered depend on the loudness. Loudness high means energy high. Energy high means it can travel large distance. So distance covered by the sound wave depends on the loudness or amplitude, whatever you say, amplitude. So if the amplitude gets greater, then sound wave can travel more distance. If the loudness or amplitude less, then the sound wave can travel less distance. That's why we have seen that any loud sound, we can hear the loud sound from a large distance, but a very low sound we cannot hear. Okay, because energy decreases gradually and sound cannot reach up to that point. So that's why having greater amplitude or high loudness or high amplitude, sound wave can travel more distance. Okay, and you know what is the unit by which we can travel the loudness can be measured by the unit of decibel. dB, small d capital B, it is called decibel. This is the unit of loudness. Okay, acha, next, what make a sound loud? What makes a sound loud or soft? What? Loud or soft? What makes a sound loud or soft? Acha, suppose you have a drum and you beat the drum very slowly, then you can get a sound, and if you beat the drum very hardly, then you get the sound. And you tell which sound is very louder, when you beat the drum very slowly or when you beat the drum hardly. So obviously you say when we beat the drum very hardly, then we can get the loud sound. Okay, so now because why? When we beat, particles start to vibrate. Acha, when a particle start to vibrate, we know sound is produced by the vibration of the particles. So when a particle vibrate, any particle is at rest. When it start to vibrate, you are at rest. When you start to vibrate, when you start to move, if we give some energy on it, then the molecule start to vibrate, and maybe in all directions. Clear? If we give some energy into the particle, then the particle start to move, vibrate or move. That means when a particle vibrate, they use energy. When a particle vibrate, they use energy. Okay, so remember, when we hit the drum very slowly, then we give low energy. We give low energy. And when we beat the drum very hardly, then we give more energy. More energy. So when we give more energy, then the sound produced is very loud, and when we keep low energy, then the sound produced soft, and when we more energy, then the sound loud. That means when the energy of the particle is very high, then the sound is very loud, and when the particle is very low, then the sound produced is very soft. Clear? 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 Clear or not? A particle having high energy, it can vibrate very well, and if it vibrate very well, then the sound is very loud. So high energy means loud sound, low energy means soft sound. Soft sound. Having energy of a particle high, then it can produce loud sound, and having energy of a particle is very low, then it produces soft sound. And we know loud sound can travel large distance and soft sound can travel small distance. Clear? Clear or not? Tell. Clear? Okay. Understand? So remember, we know when a particle vibrate, if you understand this, then when a particle start to vibrate, when it gains some energy, or when we give some energy into the particle. So that means when a particle start to vibrate, it has some energy, or they use energy. That means it contains some energy, and if it contains high energy, then the sound is very loud. If it contains low energy, then the sound is very soft. Clear? Clear? Okay. Next is pitch of the sound. Pitch of sound. What is pitch of the sound? Acha, I am showing you two figure. Separately. You tell me what is the difference between this figure. Now tell me what is the difference between these two figures. This is a sound wave, this is a sound wave. What is the difference? You see, here height is same. Here this side and this side same. This side and this side same. Also this side, that means amplitude same. But what is the difference between this? Here you see, for 1 second here vibration only 1.5. But here in 1 second vibrations are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that means in this case, vibration in 1 second is greater than the vibration in 1 second. This is second case and this is first case. So for the second case, vibration is greater than the first case. Clear or not? Clear or not? For this vibration, for two vibration in 1 second is greater than the vibration in 1 second for first case. So what is the vibration of 1 second is called? It is called the frequency. It is called frequency. Frequency of second is greater than the frequency of first wave. This is the difference. That means having amplitude same, frequency can be different, and the pitch of the sound depend on the frequency. If frequency is greater than the, if number of vibration per in 1 second is greater, that means frequency is greater, then pitch is very high. If the frequency is low, then the pitch of the sound is very low. We know woman voice is very shrill sound. Woman voice produce shrill sound, but male voice produce deep tone, because male voice consists of, male voice have low frequency, but female voice consists high frequency. That means for male voice pitch is very low, but for female voice pitch is very high. That's why female produce very shrill sound and male produce deep sound or deep tone. Clear? So understand what is the difference between loudness and tone. So here you see loudness same, that means a sound, two sound having same loudness, tone can be different, depends on the pitch of the sound or frequency of the sound. Loudness of two sounds same, that means you and your sister, if you cry or if you shout, loudness must be same, but then you can hear different sound, or anyone can hear different sound. Suppose your mom and your dad is talking, mom and dad talking, so you see they are talking to each other with same loudness, but we can differ what is the voice of our mom and what is the sound of our dad. Why? Loudness is same, so there must have a property which can differ this female voice and male voice, and that property is called the pitch of the sound, and this pitch of the sound depend on the frequency. Loudness of mom and dad are same, same, so here frequency dependent. That means mom can produce large frequency in 1 second, that is large number of vibration in 1 second, that means frequency is very high, but for the father frequency is low, that means number of vibration per 1 second is less than the mom. Clear? So what is pitch? That means pitch is a property which depend on frequency or the vibration in 1 second. So having same loudness, the sound wave can have different frequency. On the basis of the frequency, we can differ of sound of same loudness, and the property which depend on the frequency, that is called the pitch of the sound. So high pitch sound is very shrill and low pitch sound is very deep. So that's why male voice is very deep and female voice is very shrill, produce shrill sound. Female voice produce shrill sound. Okay, very sharp. That means female, that's why female voice, female tone is very sharp, or male voice very deep, because it is due to the pitch of the sound. So clear what is pitch? So remember, loudness depend on amplitude and pitch depend on frequency. Okay, that means having same loudness, pitch can be different, and on the basis of the pitch we can differ in a male voice or female voice. So clear, students? So thank you today up to here. So read very well.